How do I stop a kid from making things up? This gun in my hand. A fifth child has gone missing in Parabellum City. Falk, indisputable hero by virtue of the fact that he carries a gun, has chased clues across town and as far away as Santopolis, but found only dead ends. Finally, a lead provided by the information seems to have paid off. At the abandoned grade school, Falk crawls through a basement window into the boiler room. Silently, he crawls through the basement window. Sorry. Thank God he's alive. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Where are you? Behind the printing press. It's all right, son. I'll have you loose in a moment.
Thank you for taking the gag off me, Mr. Zildjian.
Who brought you here? Are they still around?
I don't know where they went. They tied me up and left me here.
Must have been sailors, judging by these knots. It's going to take me a minute.
Don't you got a knife to cut through the rope?
Sorry, I don't carry one.
What about, could I ask you what you got to cut through the rope? And then you'd say, this knife in my hand, and you could cut the ropes?
It doesn't work that way.
All right. While you're working on it, I can tell you what I know. There were 3 of them who grabbed me as I was coming out the back door of the theater. You know that alley behind Verve Street? I heard them say the name of their organization. It's the Astonishing Lethal Amazon Nationalists.
This isn't a complicated sailor's knot like I thought. It's a series of half hitches, one on top of the other. Pretty tight, though.
There's probably a sharp piece of rusty metal laying around. You could use something like that to cut the rope. I was going to rub it against the edge of that printing press, but I couldn't move very good with my wrists tied back near my ankles.
I don't see anything sharp enough. I think I can get it without that.
The lady that was with the 2 other guys, she's their leader. They call her Nala. She asked me questions about where I go to school and what the best place would be to grab other kids.
There were at least 4 children abducted before you. Did you see any of them? Any signs that they might have been held here?
No, I didn't get a good look around. The place was pretty dark until you opened that window.
What about their purpose? Did they talk about what they planned to do with you or the other kids?
Nala was trying to reassure me that it was nothing bad and they wouldn't hurt me. I think they brainwashed little kids to join them. The 2 guys who followed her orders was only 16 or 17 maybe. She probably recruited them the same way.
When they left you here, they didn't say where they were going?
Nah, they could be back any minute. Isn't there anything else you could do?
I'm working as fast as I can.
Look, I trust you. I know you're a really good shot. You can just say the thing and shoot the ropes off my wrists.
It's too risky.
But if they come back soon, you'd have to leave me here. Please, could you just say the thing?
What thing?
Wait, you need to be set up for your line, don't you? What's that you got there in your hand?
A bunch of stupid knots. Please, just let me work.
They might be coming. I think you should shoot the ropes off. After you draw your gun. After you say the thing.
Not so loud. If they're in a room nearby, they might hear us talking and come investigate.
Ah, gee.
I remember you. Alan, right? You're the kid on the bus. And the one at the park a while ago that kept bugging me.
I wouldn't bug you, Mr. Zildjian. I'm a big fan. You saved me. I mean, after this, I'll be able to tell everybody how you saved me. Please, just say the thing and shoot the ropes off. The astonishing lethal Albanian nationalists probably went out for a smoke behind the gym, and they'll be right back. I think I remember them saying that's where they were going.
Albanian? I thought you said they were Amazons.
Nah, then it'd have to be all women. Those 2 guys looked like actual guys. Never mind all that. Please, please, will you say the thing?
The thing is, I'm disappointed in you, Alan.
Why'd you stop working on the ropes?
Was anyone else really here, Alan?
Come on, Mr. Zildjian. If you're leaving me tied up like this, it's like you're on the bad guys' side. You're still gonna rescue me, right?
Every time I see you, you're pleading with me to say my catchphrase. Did you engineer this whole thing to make me say it?
No.
Maybe you had a friend plant a story with the information, then you climbed down here and tied yourself up? That would explain why the knots are all half hitches.
No, it's like I told you. That high priestess or whatever she is, Nala and her group of nationalists. They're like Nazis, except I don't know if they tried co-opting socialist policies or whatever. Some kind of activist thing, probably.
Must be a new group. I've never heard of them before.
Please, just say the thing and shoot the ropes off me so you can catch them. They might be kidnapping some other kid as we speak. Maybe they won't be as gentle this time and they'll accidentally kill the kid. Wouldn't you feel bad then?
Suddenly you're not so clear about whether they went out behind the gym for a smoke.
Maybe they went for a smoke on their way to taking their next victim. Maybe they'll do cigarette burns on the next one. Please, what's that you got in your hand?
It's not something I say casually or frivolously. You don't draw your firearm or aim it at someone unless you're serious.
If you was kidnapped and hogtied in a musty boiler room with a hero who stopped untying you, you'd think it was pretty serious.
Your story's falling apart, Alan. You expect me to believe you were kidnapped by a group called the Astonishing Lethal Albanian Nationalists?
Yeah, why is that so hard to believe?
Because their abbreviation would be Alan.
Wrong. They use a syllabic abbreviation for the name of their group. The Astley Amnats. Like Comintern or Politburo or Nazis.
And this group uses astonishing in their official name. Who does that?
You would marvel at the incredible number of heroes and amazing groups that brand themselves like that. It's uncanny. Anyway, I'm not responsible for every stupid name people give themselves. If they speak Portuguese, the abbreviation might be in a different order than it would be in English, like NAAL or ANAL.
Another thing, the woman who leads the group is named Nala.
Yeah?
Alan, spelled backwards, Nala. You need to step up your game when it comes to assigning fictional names. Next, you're going to tell me there's a vampire involved and his name is Count Alucard or Dr. Acula.
Not true. Not true. She spells her name with 2 L's. My name is only spelled with 1.
She gives you spelling lessons while she's had you here?
Yes. Plus, that goes to show how xenophobic you are. Nala is a common name where she comes from.
Where does she come from?
I don't know. She's some kind of Albigensian or Armenian or something.
She's Armenian and she speaks Portuguese.
I don't know what they speak up there. She could be multilingual. Anyway, how could I tie my own wrists together?
It's an old Houdini trick.
Well, I don't know it.
Look, Alan, I think my time would be better spent searching for the actual kidnappers instead of indulging your childish game here.
You're gonna leave me tied up in an empty school where bums and counterfeiters live? And where the real kidnappers will come back for me any minute now.
If you really can't untie the knots you made for yourself, I'll be back a little later. You can just sit here and think about what you've done.
You can't do this. This is not what a good guy would do.
Goodbye, Alan.
This is so wrong. I don't even like you anymore, Zildjian. I'm gonna tell everybody what you did. Don't let the window hit you on the elbow on your way out. What a creep. What a fink. I might slip in the back door of a movie house now and then without paying, but I am not a liar. Who are you talking to, Alan? What? Nala, don't hurt me. Who were you talking to? I'm talking to myself. You didn't leave me anybody else to talk to. If I catch pneumonia and die, it'll be your fault, you know. They'll increase your sentence when they catch you. How did you loosen your gag? No matter. We'll resume our spelling lessons while the boys finish their cigarillos.
Fine.
Spell Nala.
How could I forget? Nalla with 2 L's.
Spell Albania.
Albania.
Armenian.
Armenian.
Wrong. It is Armenian.
That's what I said. Armenian.
I apologize. When you say the letter R, it sounds to me like hesitation. Like,
That's what I said, the letter R.
Next word, Azerbaijan.
You gotta be kidding me. What's the point of making me do spelling?
Is this your idea of torture? Come now. Albigensian.
At least I know you won't kill me if you're taking the time to teach me how to spell.
Or we want you to spell it correctly when we record your final statement on the wire recorder to announce to the world why the astonishing lethal Alsatian nationalists are carrying out this action.
Seriously?
No, I am joshing you probably.
You won't be laughing when Falk Zildjian comes back here and shoots all you Astley Amnats.
Falk Zildjian? Who is that? Your imaginary friend?
You really must be a dumb foreigner if you never heard of Falk Zildjian. He's an indomitable hero by virtue of the fact that he carries a gun. Who do you think loosened my gag?
A hero came to rescue you, but he left you tied here. Your tall tales are very amusing, Alan. Is this the man who can produce a weapon from nowhere after saying an incantation?
That's right, and he taught me how.
Then why haven't you done it?
Somebody has to set me up with a question first so I can say the thing to answer it.
How are you going to escape from this situation, my little hog-tied pork chop?
With this gun in my hand!
My God, it's true.
This is what you get for kidnapping me. Dang it, it's just a cap gun. Still an impressive feat, Alan.
Falk Zildjian! Falk Zildjian?
Where are the other kids, Nala?
Even if you draw your gun, you'll never stop the astonishing lethal Alberta nationalists.
I never thought of Alberta as a breakaway republic.
You might if you'd been stuck next to Saskatchewan and Montana your whole life.
At that moment, Nala dived out the window, or dove if you prefer. She rolled and leapt to her feet, running along the side of the building. Falk lost no time following her.
Kent, Felton, kill this man!
Your henchmen are bound and gagged behind the gymnasium. On top of the kidnapping, you'll be charged with contributing to the delinquency of minors by brainwashing them as henchmen and for providing them with tobacco.
I never provided tobacco. Those goons have been smoking since they were 12. What century are you in, Zildjian?
The century with this gun in my hand!
I heard that. Just barely. Don't shoot. I will show you where the other children are. Oh, but you'd never say it casually or frivolously, right?
I had to stop a criminal, Alan. This was a serious situation.
What a think.
This Gun in My Hand is brought to you by Exeunt Commercial Real Estate. We'd like to remind listeners that it is a criminal offense to trespass in vacant properties, even abandoned grade schools. Whether you're looking for a hideout to set up your counterfeit skee-ball ticket printing operation, interviewing prospective sidekicks, fighting a rival for ownership of your hero name, holding children hostage, or just taking shelter from attacking birds, it still counts as trespassing. And think of all the other dangerous individuals who might be hiding in the building at the same time. Why not call our office so we can help you find legitimate locations to use for your headquarters or lair? You can leave the place looking shabby for all we care, with boards on the windows and weeds as high as your waist, so no one will know you're hiding there. Our featured property this month is a cave system hidden behind a billboard that folds out of the way when approached by your sleek, super-powered motor car. 50,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, with space for a laboratory and dungeon. Charming stone floors, for sale or lease. No pets allowed if you're leasing, especially bats or insects. When it comes to hideouts, don't hunt. Exeunt. Exeunt Commercial Real Estate. The Boy Who Cried What's That Thing in Your Hand, episode 61 of This Gun in My Hand, was made up by your imaginary friend Rob Northrop. This episode and all others are available on YouTube with automatically generated closed captions of dialogue. Visit thisguninmyhand.blogspot.com for credits, show notes, information on how to subscribe, and to buy my books, such as Little Heist in the Big Woods and Other Revisionist Atrocities.
How are you going to escape from this situation, my little hog-tied pork chop?
With this gun in my hand!